Hey, it's Sage, and I'm here talking about One Piece chapter 931, titled Sober Maths. Now, I'm often late with my content. This is no change from usual, so I thought rather than it being extra late, I'm going to do a little stream and have better luck next week. You never know. So the chapter starts off with like Nami and these cute little frogs. We've not gotten into like another covers page kind of story yet. I'm not expecting us to start another covers page for a little bit. Like I expect some lightheartedness for a little while. So I'm enjoying it for now. Hopefully we'll get something more meaty soon though. And straight away we've got page one and Sanji who are just fighting. And hello people who are arriving. It's good to see you. But yeah, I'm really excited about the page one Sanji scene. Like, I'm loving the fact that we've got like this punk rock dinosaur dude that like Sanji's fighting up against. I love that we've got like an actual, like you could call it a power up, like, but like we've got something like really substantial kind of development for Sanji. Like we go through him going for like, I don't want to use this technology, I don't want to be a part of the Gurma, I don't identify as the Gurma. And he then kind of he comes to realize that his friends are more important, and he comes to realize that there are high stakes now, that this is the new world, and you can't afford to just throw away power because of where it comes from all the time. And it's not even like the Gurma are stealing this power, like this is something that they already have. And talking about things they already have, I don't know what other people think the origin of Sanji's stealth is, but I would be really interested to see whether it comes with the time Vegapunk was experimenting with devil fruits with Gurma, because Stealth Black seems to be an ingrained character already within the lore of what the Gamma do. So I think it's reasonable to assume that I do need to mod some people. So I'm just gonna do that. But yeah, I do think that when it comes to the Gurma's science, I think it's possible that, like with Kizaru's lasers being put into Kuma, I think it's possible that like the clear fruit has been put into like this raid suit in a way. Like there's Vegapunk has experimented with Judge before, so it's all be interesting. I don't know who to mod, but I have heart now, and thank you so much for coming. But yeah, so we'll move a bit further into the chapter because there's so much, and then we get it. We get Stealth Black, and he says that his name is Sober Mask, which is so unoriginal and so funny. But just remember when Sanji was like, "Oh, I'm Mr. Prince," and he had like this really witty kind of backup, and now it's like, I'm Noodle Man." Funny, but yeah, it's I really love the design of the raid suit. I was a bit of a raid suit, not hater, but certainly not lover at first because it seemed so against the morals of what Sanji had been through. But I'm gonna make wait, hold up. How do you Oh, there we go. Made someone a mod. Um I I think that we've got an interesting fight ahead of us because in one way page one could go down within this interaction. That final screen could have been page one. But yeah, I don't think it should be, because really page one should be not as good as Drake. I think it's still okay for Drake to be like one of the stronger headliners of his little group, but page one should have battle capabilities that see him as a peer to Drake. And if page one goes down this easily, then Drake shouldn't be too much, X Drake shouldn't be too much of a kerfuffle. And yeah, I'm so 50-50, because on one side, I really want to see Sanji shine. I want to see him have a moment after Whole Cake where he's in his raid suit, where he's kicking butt, where he's doing classic Sanji, like where he's being strong and showing off how strong he is. Like, that'd be really cool for me. But I also appreciate the when it comes to like leveling out and actually guessing how strong people are. Oda has a habit of saying, well, this matchup might work, or you shouldn't assume everything, and like he's quite vague with it. I don't think that it's something to worry about too much. But I think that the best thing for Sanji to do would be to dip. I agree with you, son of Kureha. Yeah, Sanji should just dip. Um, he did say that he wants to make sure that this isn't like we should take out this um part of Kaido's crew, like the allied to Kaido. We should take him out now, one less for the war. Um, I don't know. As I say, I'll be hyped no matter what happens, because this raid through action is so good, and I appreciate it so much. And then we get into Robin, who's been caught by Orochi's Banda Ninjas, I'm gonna call them. I can't say the name, I'm sorry. Oniwabanshu or something. If anyone can actually say that, then good for you, but I personally can't. And their designs are so good. I think it could be like, do you remember Whole Cake Island, where we were introduced to like Droglord Piccolo, I think it was, and some of the underground like overlords, like the kind of the big boys of the underground. I think it could go one of two ways. It could be like that, where we're kind of shown them, they're interesting, but we don't really get to see much about them, or they could be just polarized by Robin. Oh my god, if Robin can smart her way out of this by being like amazingly clever, or if she can just straight up foderize them out, mm, because she should be able to, because she's a spy and an assassin, and this is literally meant to be her specialty. And I feel like Robin doesn't get the chance to shine. She had the cool moment with the wings post time skip, but like, to see if she has Haki, to see like what she could actually do, like it would be so good if we could see something, because she spent 2 years with the revolutionaries. I do believe that she should be pretty good at combat. She should be. We watched Alabasta recently. She's so strong, and I just I just love Robin, and I would personally love to see her just arm them, just get them all out the way. And then the next meaty part of the chapter, Big Mum washing up alone with amnesia. How do I feel about that one? Oof. I I personally think that amnesia can be done really well. It can. It doesn't happen often. It's often used as a trope. It's often used badly. But Big Mum is one of the very few characters in the entirety of One Piece who I'd say amnesia can work with. Now, amnesia is a gateway for Big Mum to recover other memories, like memories of when she ate Mother Caramel, like memories that she could have had tampered with in the past. We don't know how fragile Big Mum's mental state is. We know it is on the relatively fragile side. Um, I'm just having a look, just checking that I'm not like missing too much of the chat, but I think you're all just enjoying talking to each other more than me, which is fair. But yeah, I do think that Big Mum is one of the few characters where amnesia could work well, and if Oda explores it properly, I think this could work. I like the fact that rather than Big Mum falling into the waterfall and that just being a way of stalling her for a bit, like even though amnesia is going to stall her even more, like it's given a potential plot point that could give us more character progression, and that would be really cool. So that was chapter 931. I'm going to take some questions from you guys now to see if there's anything. Have you ever seen Supernatural? I haven't seen all of Supernatural. I've seen like the first 3 seasons, I want to say. I've seen some of the later seasons, and I don't know, man. I liked it enough, and then it started getting really weirdly religious, and I kind of tuned out a little bit. But apparently, it's super good, and I might get back into it. Do I think that Robin has Haki? I hmm. I would like to say that if she does have Haki, that it might not be observation after getting caught out so badly by them ninjas. But that could just be that those ninjas are super sneaky and Robin's Haki isn't good enough to do it. I don't know. If she has one of them, I would prefer it to be armament, basically. Um, I feel like observation is very like it would be useful for aspiring assassin, and I think it would suit her character. But I think armament could make her so much stronger. Like combining with her devil root, that would be insane. It would be really cool. But observation is probably more likely. Um, how are you going to walk through? Yeah, Tobias James. Good point. Why is Big Mom capable of getting shot by lightning, walking through the ground, but can't fall down a waterfall? Like, honestly, I'm disappointed in how Oda's starting to write Big Mom. I am. And I hope that he will rectify it in the coming arc. And I hope that the amnesia is not just a stall even further. If it is, that would really tune me off Big Mom and the Whole Cake Island arc. It would it would make the Whole Cake Island arc feel less climactic because Big Mom was hyped up so much there. Like she was an unstoppable force. We couldn't stop her in that arc. We have to go back, or she has to come to us, or whatever way round we go. And yeah, it's a weird one. How much stronger do you think Page One is than Jobber Kid? And when are you coming back to Instagram? Instagram, I have somebody on there who I dated and I have stopped talking to them and they haven't stopped talking to me via Instagram. And so I'm scared to post on Instagram now. Because I'm that bad. I'm so shy. And like once somebody hassles me enough, like I'm scared. So that's that. What else? Oh, and how much stronger do I think Page One? I think Page One's pretty out there, but I think he's pretty low. Like I think he's like the Hold'em of that six. Like he's not gonna be great. Uh Yeah, and I think that's the majority of the questions for me. Oh, okay. What are your thoughts on the Yonko and the crew in general? Living up to the hype, or are they becoming too nerfed? I personally think the Yonko crews are reasonable because the idea of somebody at, at minimum Doflamingo level, maybe higher, because Katakuri is at minimum Doflamingo level, maybe higher. Like, I think he's higher, personal opinion. Um, for somebody like that to be under a Yonko, the Yonkos themselves must be quite good. The, I'm not too worried. I think that they were always going to be weaker than we expected because nobody in One Piece is really like this giant planetary level. I'm gonna punch and it's gonna explode everything. Like there's very few characters capable of that level of destruction. A lot of the feats in One Piece are more defensive, like people withstand all these blows, and then they'll deal like, like maybe 10 per fight or something stupid. I don't know. I view especially Luffy's fighting style as more defensive than offensive, and Luffy basically defends his way into like he keeps punching and chipping at them, and they keep destroying him, and then eventually they just can't destroy him, so he wins. I love it. Um, do. How do you think Robin gets around those ninjas? Oh, I know Robin, my fave. I don't know how she's getting around those ninjas. I personally would like her to be able to give him a genuinely good answer because Robin's a very clever woman and she should be able to work it out. I am not. I didn't write Robin into the situation because I can't write her out of the situation. So I'm useless sometimes, aren't I? Do you think fights and power levels matter much in One Piece? Because the recent fights have been so illogical that I've questioned my key levels. Funny. I don't think power leveling matters that much in One Piece. Oda's always said the matchups have been more important. From my knowledge, that's what he's always said. From my knowledge. So yeah, I do like to think about where the consistency would be and where we're growing and what we're managing to overcome. But like, mm, your outfit reminds me of her. And what do you think of the raid suit that? What do you think of the powers that the raid suit gives Sanji? Really cool. Like the fact that it fits his ideal is a bit odd, but Law says, as I said earlier, it does fit in with the Gamma's already consistent law. So it's really cool. Like I like the idea that Oda will use the raid suit comically in some ways as well, especially when like Usopp and Frankie get to like meddle with it. I hope for some prime moments there. Um, where do you range Carrot, and do you see her as a lookout and Vivi as a cabin girl? Vivi as a cabin girl, that's really cute. I like the idea that Carrot is a lookout because she's already shown that she's got really good sight. She's already shown she's a good scout. I like the idea of Carrot. I do. I do. It doesn't bother me as much as I know it bothers other people. But the thing about Carrot is like she does fit the crew quite well. She's quite cute. The only thing she doesn't really have is like a really out there dream that we know of. But that can always be something that we learn about Carrot. We haven't really learned that much about Carrot yet. So yeah, that would be cool. Sage, would you get a tattoo of your name across your chest if you had the chance? Like one, like like page one, but Sage. I don't want to tattoo anywhere here. I have quite a few tattoos. Um, but I don't like the idea of getting like my chest done. I never really have. I like. I think the tattoos are really cool, but I like to put them in places that aren't like so focal. That's just me though. Uh, how many more Brooke jokes do you need for him to become your favorite Straw Hat? Oh, I do quite like Brooke. Brooke actually has, like, I was once asked if you were to have any of the One Piece character, like the Straw Hats background stories, who would you pick? And I would pick Brooke because you get to have two families if you're Brooke, because you get to have your family with the Rumbell Pirates, which I know it ends tragically, but like everything comes to an end, and he gets a second life with the Straw Hats. And I think that's really precious. And I'd love to have like two lifetimes worth of friends. That would be amazing. Unpopular opinion, not a fan of Carrot. Not everyone's a fan of Carrot. That's all right. Her dream is to see the world. Yeah, I do. I do get the vibe that Carrot's dream is to see the world. Like I get that, but like that's also kind of Nami's dream in a way because Nami wants to see the world so she can make a map of it. So I'd like Carrot's dream to like, even if her dream is as simple as to taste the world, like I just need it more than just I want to adventure. I suppose Usopp's thing is that he just wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, but I don't know. Um, favorite non-straw hat supernova. Ooh, that's a hard one. I've always liked X-Drake and Hawkins. I love their designs. So probably those two. I also really like Bonnie though, because she eats pizza and she just loves food, and like I feel that because I too love food. Um, what about how he can use his? Oh, so how Sanji could use like his like Hell's memories and stuff like that, Diab Jambe or whatever, along with it. Um, it'd be really cool if like he has like Sanji has a move which is very colourful and produces like a weird like light show lasery thing, doesn't he? That he showed, and I forget where he showed that, but he does have that thing because like we were talking about the other day with Lucid, so I remember that one. And it'd be cool if he did like that, like flashes of light and like blinds people, and he's invisible and he's like hitting them around the place. That'd be pretty dope. But I don't know how he could combine them because once he does like an overly flashy move, it gives away his position a bit. Um, are you cousins with 21 Savage? No. Oh, that's funny. Are you concerned that Oda is pacing things too slowly, only to get a rushed ending from Jump like Bleach, Fairy Tail, and Toriko did? I'm not too concerned that the ending will be rushed, but I am concerned that Oda is currently rushing, actually. The reason I'm concerned that he's on the rush a little bit at the moment is we're only in Act 2 of Wano, and like Big Mum's here. We've met Big Mum. Luffy's like probably going to be out of prison pretty soon. Like we've met Kid. We've met X Drake. Think about it. The only supernova we know of that's definitely allied with Kaido that's that's still there is Apu. I think is the only one we know of. And like that's a lot of characters already introduced. That's a lot of story already told. I think it'll be okay though. I think my major concern is One Piece won't finish more than it'll be rushed. I think Oda's that kind of writer. But his speed is something that should be accounted for. Yeah, he is the second fastest I want to say on the crew, isn't it? Which is mad. Do you want Robin to have a legitimate fight, or would you be okay with Robin outsmarting people, like a full-on life or death fight? Hmm. Here's my thing. I want to see Robin body people like she used to, almost as much as I want to see Robin be clever, because Robin deserves to do both of those things. And if Robin does the clever first and it doesn't work, but it's really clever. And like some of the ninjas are fools, but the other ninja is like, no, I know that's a lie. That'd be kind of cool. And then she just bodies them. Nice. I don't know though. Maybe it'll be like a third option. You know how One Piece often does the third option? Maybe it'll cut away entirely and we won't know for ages. Maybe she'll end up in the mines. Oh my god, I hope. Nah, she'll get away. She'll be fine. She's gonna show us how good she is. I know she is. I believe in her. Um, yeah. So 20. I'm listening to this like ASMR. Oh my god, Jelly. I'm not even. I'm not even surprised that you're here. Like being a bit weird. I love you. Sage, we need you to lead the Robin Appreciation Division alongside King of Lightning. Too many Nami fanboys and fangirls. Honestly, Robin is such an underloved character, like by Oda. Like, it's not even just the fans, because so many of the fans I know are quite into Robin. Like a lot of the guys I talk to have always said has say like Robin over Nami, and the reason for me is like Robin just has that like quiet, mature, like she's artistic, she's like slightly morbid in her humor. Like I just she's good shit. Robin I guess is now my second fave because Jinbe is pretty much my favorite character in One Piece. Oh my god, when do you guys think Jinbe's turning up? I forgot. I needed to ask you that. When is Jinbe turning up? Because it has to be soon, right? Like Big Mom showed up, and if he got away, and we know he's an official Straw Hat, we know that he's going to go away. Oda said there's going to be some changes. He's not dead. Stop saying he's dead. But Jinpy is dead. Stop it. Me and Pain want to join your crew. Region State modders. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna mod people that ask, cause yeah, sure, why not? Sure, why not? You being here, you there you go. Be nice to people. Don't make me regret it. Imagine Robin getting armament hacky and using a real multi-armed Gatling attack. Oh yeah, because Robin could just tree out some punches. Imagine that. Imagine like a spider web of hands just erupts from Robin's arm and she just punches somebody with hacky. Damn, that'd be strong. Oh yeah, like the stream, guys. Like the stream and follow the egg. Um, Jinbe is definitely coming back with a new scar or a missing eye arm. Yeah, I do agree. There's going to be a significant change to his character. I don't know what that change will be. I agree with the eye or arm. Actually, I've always thought that it would be like a limb or something like that. The only reason I think it might not be his arm is because he's the helmsman, and like I feel like he needs both hands to do the sunny, especially with like the the burst and things like that. Like that he's gonna have to learn. Oh, he's got so much to learn about the sunny. Oh my god, Frankie showing Jimby around the sunny and showing him all the little bits and all the and Jimby's just like, what is this shit? This is a miracle ship. Oh, that's gonna be good. Imagine Katakuri actually using a trident in a fight. Yeah, Katakuri didn't really use his trident, which was a shame because we haven't really seen a trident user. I've actually been wondering about the Jinbe thing too. Jinbe will show up at the weapons trade place. The fishmen are going to arm themselves to the teeth with weapons. Ooh, that'd be cool. I'd be interesting if Jinbe manages to get in slightly more undercover because where he's a fisherman, I'm assuming that he can be um, under the water and go through these currents and he can actually kind of surf the currents into Wano a bit better. I don't know where he's gonna wash up though, and I have no idea. I have no idea how he's gonna look, which is a shame, but it will be good. Jimby and the fishermen need to show up and get dealt with by King like the Big Mum pirate. I think I do. I think Jimby's gonna slip under the radar. I think that Jimby will meet us and maybe the other fisherman pirates will be with him, but I think it might just be Jimby. Although they might be part of the alliances. Jimby's like, oh, they're going to fight Kaido. They need everyone they can get, and then the fisherman pirates say goodbye to him after 1-0. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. If Jimby comes back unscathed, that's another L for Big Mom. If he's totally unscathed, yeah, a little bit. How do you feel about the possibility of Zoro getting kidnapped by the people in the village? Ooh, that would be interesting. If the people of the village are like really light-hearted, smiling, really cool with everything, seem like they're really great people, but then they turn out to be like Judas traitory vibes, that'd be kind of cool. Um, I don't know what would happen to. I don't think that will happen purely because I think we are going to meet up with Zoro quite soon. But it would be really cool. Jimmy not dying initially during the whole cake arc kind of makes me feel like Oda is afraid of killing off characters other than Ace and Whitebeard. Got to show some real sense of danger in the new world. He did kill Pedro and Pound though. I know those are a lot more minor characters, but you gotta take what you can get sometimes. Sage, are you on board with there? Are you on board with Blackbeard having three devil fruits? Yes, I love the three devil fruit theory. I don't care what other people say about him being too powerful. It'd be insane. He would be the most mind blowing villain. The two devil fruits was already mind blowing. So the three devil fruits would just be insanity. Like, how will we beat him? I don't know. And that's One Piece. I love those moments of One Piece. Do you think Whitebeard was the strongest pirate in the series when he was alive? Prime Whitebeard, yes, no question. Old sick Whitebeard, more questionable, but he was when he was announced still the world's strongest man. That was his title, so I give it to him. Honestly, I give it to him, especially how he thrashed Akainu. Like, I went back to see, and it's just the two punches. It's just the two punches, and Akainu is like into the literal ground. I mean, he recovers pretty quick, but yeah, nah. Anyone that can do that to Akainu deserves the title because Akainu's strong, man. He's a strong egg. He did not trash Akainu. Yeah, people do not like it when I say that, but it's two just the two moves on him, so it's what it is. How in the world could Blackbeard scar Shanks before he got his Quake fruit? Yes, and that's why I think Blackbeard is so insanely strong. Like, he's able to sneak move Shanks. Shanks is easily, to me, one of the strongest characters in the verse. There's no question about that. Like, and this dude, pre Devil Fruit, fucking pre, like, anything that we understand of Blackbeard, and he's leaving marks on Shanks. Nah, nah, I don't like him. He's a strong egg. A strong egg. Is he soft boiled or over easy? They're all hard boiled. What do you think Kaiju will do when he finds out Big Mom lost her memories? I don't know. I don't know if Kaido's going to find out Big Mom's lost her memories until quite late. And if he does realize, he's probably going to be like, Lin Lin, what, why? Or he's gonna, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be until late though, because I think whatever's happening now with like Big Mom and Chopper and the other Straw Hats, I think the knock-on effect of that is that her arrival into the final kind of plan will mean that Kaido and Big Mom don't meet until then is what I think. I don't know, for now at least. what do you think Usopp and Frankie will add to Sanji's suit? I think they're gonna make it like, I think they might. See, I really hope there's a comedy moment where they make it worse and there's like two capes and it's ridiculous. But I think I think they'll probably like take the cape off, make it a little bit more streamlined, make it look a little less like the Germa suits maybe, or maybe they won't tinker with it at all. Maybe they'll just be like, "Yo, Sanji, this technology, we don't get it. We can't tinker with it. You're gonna have to look like this." And then he's gonna have to have his little like family quiff every time he raid suits up, which will be a painful reminder. Sanji said he wasn't gonna ask them to do it. Um, Sage, where do you think the time fruit went? Oh, because Toki's probably not alive anymore. Yeah, I agree. Toki's probably not alive anymore. Um, hmm. Time fruit, interesting one. It would be super interesting if someone like Vegapunk had it, or like just for him to experiment on. Like it'd be super cool if someone else in Wano has it. And then people are taken to the future, like to rebuild or whatever. And but I mean, it probably, yeah, probably did go into the future. Um, do you think Frankie is going to reinforce his armor with sea stone as a way to counteract his lack of haki? Um, what, the Frankie Shogun? Make some sea stone into it. That would be cool. Like, it'd be cool if it had like sea stone spikes or something that came out of its fists. To kind of, counteract that. I think we should get some sea stone stuff at the end of one. I mean, especially because that's where we are. Like when we go to Vegapunk, we're gonna learn about devil fruits and stuff. Now we're in 1.0, we should really learn something about sea stone. Sage, I think it probably went to Imu with the Gorosays. Oh, the time fruit. Oh, that would be interesting. So Imu could be from the past, or there could be people from the past, or something. I don't know. Well, it's not long. There's not been long enough, has there? So even if they have it, then they can only go forward. So I don't know. It's not that. It's an interesting fruit, but it's not that useful. Um, when Luffy and Shanks meet, do you think that they are going to seriously fight each other, or are you expecting a friendly reunion? I'm expecting a bit of both. Um, I'm not expecting the situation that Luffy and Shanks meet to be hostile, but I'm not expecting it to go down as, oh, I see you've become a great pirate. We don't need to fight or whatever. I don't I don't see that as happening because Luffy would go, no, I want to be Pirate King. I want to beat everyone. There's also a possibility that Luffy doesn't meet Shanks again. I hate that possibility, but it's real. Sage, if you could start off 1.0, how would you have? If I could have started off 1.0 myself, I think that probably I'd probably have more fluff on the crew reuniting. I think that a lot of people wanted to see the crew reunite, and I think that separating them again has been frustrating. Yeah, we're getting little glimpses here and there of different people, but I don't know, man. Like, I think they should have been together. I think it would be a little bit more fun if they got together and then gone off again, but I don't know, man. Um, oh, is my mic really bad? Oh, whoops. Um, I don't know why it does that sometimes, and I will try and sort it out at a later date because I don't know why it's doing it. Um, Seiji giving out free horoscopes today. Is this because I look a little bit like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, sure, why not? Comment your star sign. I'll give a horoscope. go. Um, do you think Elbath is after Wano or there is an arc in between? I think that it's very possible we could be going straight to Elbath. It's very possible that our next adventure goes there. I would prefer an arc in between. The reason I prefer an arc in between is because I'd like the log pose to work, the path of the log pose. Now, where we've gone on our way to Wano, I don't know how that's going to affect the log pose, but the Dukes said that the current path we're on is the right one, I think. So, from what I can tell, um, yeah, there's likely going to be like Wano is the right island, and then we'll be leading to the next that might lead to. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So someone said Sagittarius. So today your horoscope is avoid clingy people, being constrained, or detailed. That's your horoscope. um, but yeah, Scorpio. Scorpio is the best sign. Oh, and then Libras. Okay. Scorpio, I love Scorpio. Your weaknesses is your distrust, but that's okay because you just need to avoid revealing secrets to passive people. There you go, that's Scorpio. And then the last one I'm gonna do Libras. This is in the middle. Um, do you think Joy Boy could be from Wano? Ooh, because he leaves the because of his connections in Fishman Island to the Poneglyph. That would be super cool. You're onto something there to me. I like that one. That's a good suggestion. Libras. Um, avoid conformity and don't be afraid of loud mouths just because they're a bit loud and obnoxious. Sometimes they've got interesting things to say, even though you are peaceful at heart. There you go. Um, so there you go. That's the One Piece stream. I know it got a bit weird. We started doing some horoscopes because I'm dressed a bit funky. I always dress a bit funky. I don't know why people aren't yet used to it yet, but that's all right. But it's been a really good time. Thank you everyone for coming. It's been Sage.